Well, Jeff, the future of this program changed back on November 6, 2021, when James Madison announced its move to the Sun Belt Conference and thus the FBS. As you sit here 302 days later, you think about all the work that you put in, that your administration put in. How does it feel to be here on game number 1 of an FBS schedule?
So excited, I can barely sit in the chair.
Buenos dias, everybody, and welcome to Hard Rock Hotel Riviera Maya as James Madison begins the Cancun Challenge tomorrow as the Dukes take on Michigan State. And we are enjoying the sun. Corey Spector, got Steph Oderkirk here.
Hello, hello.
This is fun, right?
It is. It very much is, for sure.
I mean, not a lot of programs get the opportunity that you guys are getting this week. So I'd imagine you guys are very thankful for what you guys have.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's been very fun.
Day 1 of spring practice in the books for James Madison football leading up to the fall of 2024 as we are now joined by junior linebacker Trent Hendrick. Trent, thanks so much for taking the time, man. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
All's good, man. All's good. Tell me about first day of practice. How was it?
First day was great. You know what I'm saying? It was good to be back out.
When people think about the Sun Belt, I think people would assume the strengths are football, softball, baseball. How does the Sun Belt elevate men's and women's basketball to that same area code?
Yeah, you know, we've got two groups kind of looking at how to do that for each one of those sports respectively.
Familiarity with Bob Chesney, it goes way back to 2002. What was 25-year-old Bob Chesney like?
Same, exactly the same guy, right? Just super energy. Football all the time.
Oh,
Football, occasional game of darts, that's about it.
Who's the best at darts?
Chesney's
Really?
He's pretty talented.
Darn.
Like if he had to get into something else, it would be a professional dart player.
You never want your head coach to be the best at everything, though. I feel like
I
someone's
know.
got to up him.
I'm creeping on. I'm like,
how about you offensively, right? There's a significant jump this season as a junior, right? And it's a steady improvement, right? You go 184 as a freshman. I know that's not enough you want to think about, right? But like 214 as a sophomore, and now you're over 300 as a junior. What's the transition been like for you year after year?
So, yeah, obviously freshman year didn't go anywhere near what I wanted to happen, but
Such an interesting game because your team allows the first basket to Southern Miss. Malia Grayson scores that first 2. And then your team scores the next 17. You build a lead up to 44 to 10. I mean, what did you see from your entire team to start the game?
I think I got to give it up to our starting group.
Last year, you walk into this selection Sunday knowing that eventually your name is going to be put up on the board. You had a pretty good idea that your name would be on the board this year, but you're not 100% sure. So what are the emotions like when you see your name on that screen?
Yeah, I definitely think there was a little bit of anxiety.
James Madison basketball now knows its fate in the big dance as the Dukes are off to Brooklyn as a 12 seed to take on the 5 seed Wisconsin on Friday. And we are joined by a Bronx native. Here's Michael Green, graduate student for James Madison. Well, Mike, thanks so much for taking the time. Your reaction to going back close to home?
of course, it's surreal.
Well, a lot of people here made the joke, how many bunk beds do you have?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
how many do you have available?
I don't got enough for everybody, but
Jeff, in James Madison's first year in the Sun Belt Conference, the Dukes finish second in the Bubis Cup out of 14 programs, only behind South Alabama. And every single team program here at JMU finished at 500 or above. To me, it seemed like everything went to plan and then some. You on board with that?
Oh, most definitely. Phenomenal first year. I think it's a good testament to how prepared we were. And credit goes to the coaches and the student athletes and to our administration to help make things happen facility-wise for us that allow us to compete in this league at a really high level.
Let's talk about the football program to begin. When we chatted last year, you said, my goal for this program is to be competitive, not to get blown out consistently. I don't know if you've ever could have imagined 8-3, East champions in the Sun Belt Conference. Overall, how do you evaluate year 1 in FBS football for James Madison?
Absolutely phenomenal start. Just you couldn't have imagined it. We were talking last year, and I thought, you know, if we had won 5 games, I would have been a happy guy. 6, I would have been jumping around the room. And to think the way that we played and the way we finished, I think, is truly remarkable. And it really does paint a great picture for our future. And it just goes to show we deserve to be here.
Second year now in FBS football. You're not going to make anyone fall asleep on you because everyone's paying attention now. Picked first in the East Division in the Sun Belt Conference. So now what are your expectations in year number 2 of the FBS?
Well, first and foremost, I want to stay healthy. You know, I think we've got a really good football team. We're deep, but at the same time, you're only as good as what happens to you on the injury list. So I hope we stay healthy. I want to see us play every game to the bitter end. I know we will, and let's see what happens. It's just to me, last year was again a testament to how good we are. This is a tough league. That spot on her back, that target got a lot larger last year, and everybody this year will be gunning for us in an attempt to say that was a fluke. That wasn't supposed to happen, and we all know better. But at the same time, they're going to come after us.
It's been well documented that this program applied for a waiver to be fully bowl eligible in its second year in the FBS. That waiver was not passed. How does that change things for this season and beyond for the football program?
Really, it doesn't. I mean, the bottom line is we knew going into it, it was a stretch.